Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Easy Career Growth. In this video, I'm going to ask simple questions like where the good jobs are and what do you need to do to go get one of them. So are you tired of working 6, 7, 8 hours a day, sending out resumes and they go into this black hole? You never get any feedback, and the feedback that I get are just mediocre jobs that they don't have good benefits, they're minimum wage, they're seasonal, etc., etc. So in this video, let's talk about some of these things. Supposedly, every person in the United States right now is looking for a job. There are 2 openings out there that's available. 2 openings. Do you believe it? I don't know if I believe it or not, but that's what the data says. Also, the data says unemployment is the all-time low. I still know tons of people out there that are looking for jobs but can't actively find a good job, a well-paying job, a respectable job, a job with a future, a job that I can be proud about. I've gone to a lot of websites. If I look what's available this year compared to what was available last year, it's about 50% less jobs out there than what I saw last year this time. So let's talk. Why aren't you getting callbacks? That's the question. So you're out there doing all the hard work. You're out there trying to find a job and you're not being successful. What are you doing wrong? There's got to be something wrong if you put in the hard work. Why aren't you getting the efforts? Why aren't you getting callbacks? Why aren't you getting interviews? Why don't you have job offers in your hand? It's key things that you need to be thinking about here. Well, one of the key things is where are the jobs? You need to think about where the jobs are, because they might be hiring engineers in Seattle, right? And you live in Miami, and so you might need to leave Miami to go where the jobs are. Job necessarily aren't going to come to you, so you need to be flexible. So if you don't say you're able and willing to relocate, one of the reasons why you might not be getting called back because some of the good paying jobs are now way more competitive. There are more people trying to get those key jobs, and so employers are really picky about who they bring in now. They're using AI software, and one of the key things is AI software will spit your resume out if you don't have the key phrases in there or the key words in there. So make sure you look at the job description in great detail. Without question, you need to update your resume. Do not just send out your same resume to 1,000 places. Customize for that individual job or that specific job. Make sure you put some time into it. Make sure you go back and think about your cover letter. Make sure you rearrange some of the things on your CV so some of the things they're looking for in this job stands out. Maybe it's there, but maybe it's embedded. You may need to highlight that a little bit. So open it up, change it, move it around, refresh it, make sure it's new. You might think about hiring a headhunter. Headhunter, a lot of companies out there, they'll send their requests or needs for new employees to a headhunter. The headhunter will go out and do the initial screening and check. So you might want to find 4 or 5 different headhunters that are out there. I'm not saying you need to use all of them, but I will put links into the best 5 that I think are credible. I'll put them in the description. Here's some reality. Here's some real hard facts about why some people aren't getting callbacks. All right, number 1, the candidate has very little experience. You're just getting out of college. You got less than a year's experience. You got a year worth of experience. Employees are looking for 2, 3 years of experience. So a lot of people without proper experience, they aren't getting called back. Number 2, candidates with too much experience. They're seen as being very costly. Okay, they've been around a long time. They got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. A lot of employers don't want to pay for that experience. They want it, they don't want to pay for it. So they figure you are going to take a lower salary because of all your experience, so they won't even call you back. You just knocked out the meeting. Number 3, older employees that are looking for work. Older employees aren't as aggressive as some of the younger guys or the younger people. Maybe they only work 8, 9 hours a day, and some of the younger guys are willing to work 12 hours a day. Number 4, candidates that only have 1 or 2 years in their current role, which means that this person's a jumper. Right? Every year, this person has jumped to another job, to another job, to another job. Not necessarily internally where they've got promotions year after year. They're necessarily a job jumper. So people look at the content of your resume and they go, "Oh wow, this person's a job jumper. We don't want to bring them in. We don't want to spend all this time, training this person because we know." Historically, they only stay in the job a year, 18 months before they move on to the next one. Number 5, employees with conditions. I can't do this. I can't work overtime. I can't work holidays. I have an elderly person at home. I have some medical problems. I have child care issues. There's a list of stuff right from the very beginning that I can't do. Number 6, last one, social media. Most employers now, what they do, the first thing they'll do, they'll go to your social media site. They'll look at your Facebook. They'll look at your TikTok. They'll look at your Instagram. They'll look at your LinkedIn account. They'll look at all of these things. And if you have some things that are unfavorable, I always say it should be PG, not even PG-13. Everything you put on your social media should be PG. Anybody should be able to pick it up, look at it, and go and have either a little laugh, or a little joke, or smile. See, this person's a great family person, a great friend. But some of this other stuff that you see people post, if you want one of the real good jobs, you should stay away from posting some of these wild and crazy things. So, real quickly, I'm going to give you some things that you should do to make sure you get callback. Number 1, update your resume, make sure it's updated. Get somebody to look at it. Number 2, do some networking. Make sure you're doing the work. Make sure you're trying to hook up with people that work in those same industries or the same companies so they can give you some insight on how to get a job, who to talk to, when they're hiring, etc., what they're looking for. Number 3, follow up. You don't have to follow up every day, but once you send your CV in, follow up, make a phone call, send a follow-up email just to make sure they got it. You never know, that might spark somebody to go back and look at it. Definitely can't help. I'm not saying that it's going to be a key factor if you're getting a job, but it definitely won't help. The next one is a gap analysis. Just make sure you do a real assessment of yourself and make sure what you're saying on your CV meets the job description. I know everybody kind of stretches their CV a little bit to make it fit, but make sure it fits. If it doesn't fit, don't apply. Next one is job market trends. So make sure that you look at everything, look at the trend. Make sure it's going down or going up, but make sure you follow the trends. If you're not sure what's happening in your industry, then you're behind the curve. You gotta be ahead of the curve. I think I've given you some key things to help you better understand why you aren't getting callbacks. If you want a good job, you gotta work for it. They're not just gonna show up to you. It's not like the old days you get out of college and there's 20 jobs, 20 recruiters out front trying to pull you in. Now you really gotta go to work. You really gotta try. You gotta put forth an effort. You should be getting some feedback, positively or negatively. You should be getting something. If you're getting nothing at all, do an assessment. Figure out what you're doing wrong. Figure out what you can do differently to make sure you get one of these good jobs, because they are out there, but you got to go after it. Hey, if you like this content and you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It goes a long way to support the channel. Please give me some comments, give me some feedback, give me some ideas on what videos you'd like to see. I can go just as strong as you want me to go. I can get into the weeds. I really enjoy talking to people. Go over to my website and book a 1-hour free session. We can talk about just about anything business related. I really love having some one-on-one discussions. Let me know. You can also come out and do seminars. I give motivational talks. I'm in the process of putting together my book. That should be out sometime in the spring. So I can't wait. I'm excited. Let's go get it done. Go get that good job. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.